Archaeologists excavating a 4,900-year-old fortress in Almendralejo, southwestern Spain, have made a striking discovery: the burial of a man believed to have been a Roman soldier. The solitary grave was found near one of the defensive ditches of the ancient fortress, containing the remains of a man between 25 and 35 years old, buried face down with a pugio, a Roman dagger, placed on his back. The weapon, still intact in its sheath, has been dated to the late 1st century BCE, providing a critical chronological marker for the burial. The presence of the pugio suggests that the man was once a soldier, and the deliberate placement of the weapon is believed to symbolize his social status and ties to the Roman military. However, the circumstances of the burial raise numerous questions. The soldier was buried in an unusual manner, face down, with his feet severed, a method typically associated with dishonorable burials. The cause of his death and the reason for his burial in such a manner remain a mystery. At first, archaeologists debated whether the remains truly belonged to a soldier or if he was merely a civilian who had obtained a military dagger. If confirmed as a soldier, he likely belonged to Legio VII Gemina, the only Roman legion stationed in Hispania at the time. Founded in 74 CE, Legio VII Gemina was primarily involved in escort duties, road surveillance, and provincial security, rather than active military campaigns. This makes the discovery of the soldier's burial even more intriguing, as his death does not appear to be linked to direct military conflict. To gain further insight, researchers are currently attempting to extract DNA from one of the individual's teeth. This analysis could help determine his origins and provide crucial details about his life and possible cause of death. The burial site is part of a larger and extraordinary archaeological discovery, a 4,900-year-old pentagonal fortress built during the Copper Age. The fortress is the first of its kind discovered in the region, strategically constructed on a hilltop 314 meters above sea level, allowing for an unobstructed view of the surrounding landscape. Its impressive fortifications included 3 concentric walls, 25 bastions, and 3 ditches measuring up to 4 meters wide and 2 meters deep. The sophistication of the structure suggests meticulous planning and coordination, likely requiring the efforts of a large organized community. Within the fortress, archaeologists have unearthed numerous artifacts, including arrowheads, idols, axes, grinding stones, plates, bowls, and loom components, offering valuable insight into daily life within the settlement. The discovery of traces of a water reservoir and multiple cabins suggests that the inhabitants had provisions to withstand prolonged sieges. Despite its formidable defenses, the fortress ultimately met a violent end. Evidence indicates that it was burned and destroyed by attackers before being permanently abandoned approximately 400 years after its construction. Archaeologists have found remnants of a widespread fire that affected key areas of the settlement, particularly the wooden doors embedded within mud brick walls. These doors were located far from any natural fire hazards, strongly suggesting intentional arson rather than accidental destruction. Further supporting the theory of an attack, numerous arrowheads were discovered within the burned ruins, indicating a battle took place. The fortress's defenders likely fought to protect their home before succumbing to the siege, after which the victors razed the settlement. The discovery of the fortress occurred during preliminary surveys for a photovoltaic solar park planned by the Spanish energy company Acciona Energía on the estate of the Marquis of the Encomienda. Upon realizing the site's archaeological significance, the company financed protective and investigative measures to ensure proper excavation and preservation. The research team at Terra SL first identified the site in 2021 after detecting Chalcolithic-era artifacts in an olive grove near Cortijo Lobato, the area from which the site takes its name. Ongoing excavations continue to reveal new aspects of the settlement's history, though many mysteries remain regarding its purpose, downfall, and connection to later Roman activity. The recovered pugio dagger is now undergoing laboratory treatment under the supervision of restoration specialist Maiku Ortega from Madrid Complutense University. The process aims to analyze, consolidate, and stabilize the weapon to prevent further deterioration, ensuring that this crucial artifact can be preserved for future study.